Hi everybody, welcome back to my crafty desk, and it is giveaway time again. Well, it's the flip through for the giveaway. I guess I should be a little bit more clear on that. So this is journal number 8 in the 10 junk journal giveaway. I mean, it's number 8. Is that crazy? Only 2 more to go. Those 2 will be in July. But this is the flip through for journal number 8, and we shall now take a peek and see what's going on with her. So she's Be Sweet. I did do a lot of Mod Podge on here. It's curled up the edges, and I went with it and I just kind of tucked it up underneath. I did put some Mod Podge. There's paper doily down here. I don't know if it's vintage. I know I've never seen it before, and I picked it up at an estate sale. So there's that. So we made this topper together on our previous video. What I've done, I've added some little corners here, and then I ended up taking this down. I had a suggestion to leave it as a tail, I think by Stephanie, but I'd already glued it down, and the reason why I glued it is because I did my little stitching crooked, so just kind of camouflage that, but I think it still looks fine. So let's see. I have this is a manila envelope folded in half for the cover, and then I Mod Podged tissue paper on here, and that's what that look is, and it's nice and it's got some sturdiness to it. Put some eyelets in for the closure, and then I did some crinkling on all the seam. I crinkled all the seam binding I had that would let me crinkle it. So this is what I used for the closure. So just open it like that. I tied the ends with a knot. The closure's bigger than what it needs to be, probably even when you fill it up. So I just did that on purpose so that you have a little bit of extra to play with if you wanted to cut it off. Or take it off completely and then do something else there, and you have all this beautiful seam binding. So inside, I had taken scrapbook paper and I laid it down in the back of the cover just to give it some more stability and some color, and that's on both sides, the front and the back cover. There's some stitching that I've done along the side here, and then this is a tuck, and inside the tuck here I put a piece of stationery, just plain stationery, a piece of the tissue so that you can collage if you like to, or do something else. And here's a piece of my coffee die that I fussy cut the image, the shape out anyways, something like that. And I just tucked that right here. Here is a little journal. It's just a little cluster. So I just put it right here. You might want to put it on there. I don't know, but I'm just putting it on there with a paper clip so you can do whatever you want with it. And it's got scrapbooking paper, fabric, coffee dyed music paper, and then I stamped and then I sewed it on. So there's a lot of little elements going on with that. The first page on here is this beautiful image from an Etsy kit that I bought. This piece of right here, I pulled it out of a piece of lace that I used somewhere in here, but that little piece came off and I thought it was too cute, so I just stuck it down there. I sewed around her and then attached her and made this bag. I think we made this bag on a previous video as well. So she's got some lace behind her, some paper for a little color splash, and then I used that little color splash on the tag as well, and then just used some of this cute fabric that I use inside the journal for the closure here, or the closure, the tassel, the topper, whatever. So just one of my file folder copy dies made into a tag, and then that's the beginning. I just did some stamping. I was going to put something on this page and I decided not to. I like it just the way it is, and I think there's enough bulk with this on here, so I felt comfortable with that. Then there's a piece of something sticking out there, but I think it's a piece of the paper, but I can't be sure at the moment. Anyways, it's a surprise. Here's a paper doily, some of my coffee dye paper here, and then I did washi tape throughout. This is my scrapbooking paper from my paper pad from Hobby Lobby. I took some of the pieces that I tore off the pages. I mean, this one doesn't belong to this one, but it belongs to one of them somewhere. I just added it to the edge. This is a Rita flip right here, and I just put some lace on it right here with a little saying. That saying, I bought it off from an Etsy shop many years ago, and I just, I printed it on coffee dyed paper. And then inside the pocket are a few of the strips of the offcuts from the papers that I was using in this journal. A journal card that I made back in the past, blast from the past. That fit. I thought that looked nice in here with the colors, and then just a stamp on a piece of paper, just something you can play with. Some nice linen. This is actually a digi kit that I printed on my parchment paper, and then some more of the scrapbooking paper, and then I just glued that piece down, collaged it, I guess, down just to bring that color, because I used this a little bit in the journal in some of this color, and I wanted to kind of pop it in throughout. Here's the bag, and inside the pocket is one of these cards. It came out of a what do you call it? A postcard booklet, like a little pamphlet. And I just put some, well, I guess I didn't even show you that. I put some lace right here at the top, just to give it a little extra something. Okay, my hands don't want to work that great, so I don't really want to struggle. But anyhow, it just sits in there like that, and then you'll get that little pop of lace on the side. Not a whole lot of it. This bag, decoupaged, Mod Podge that tissue on here with some music sheet, and then there's some stitching, if you can see it right there along the edge, or the bottom part of it. Inside, so these right here, I bought at one of the, I don't know, I think a thrift store. It's like a box filled with different types of cards. I might have bought it at a yard sale. And they have these little dividers in there. So that part, this little part right here is already on there. So I just punched a circle. I think it was my, oh my gosh, like my 1 3/8 inch circle, whatever fit on here nice that I had. I punched it out on the file folder just to, and then this is linen paper right here, this stamp that I stamped, and then I punched it out with my scalloped edge, and I just put that at the top. So I don't know, you won't be able to really tell the layers, I don't think. Maybe right here you can kind of feel it. Anyhow, I thought I liked these, so I just left all those things there, and this is something you can just do with what you want. And oh, that's a mark. I'm like, what is going on there? All right. So that goes in there. This is my avocado dyed music sheet, some coffee dyed papers, some of my precious stationery. This is an original jelly print background of mine. This is more of my coffee dye paper that I do, and there's you can feel the texture on that one. That one I did with bubble wrap. This is very, I don't know what kind of paper it is, but it's in the office area of an estate sale. This is my coffee dye paper right here. Some more washi tape, and then on the orange page here, this is made out of an envelope, junk mail, and it was tore apart, and then it was collaged inside of, and then so that it's inside, so when you pull this out, there's still a pretty picture. And then here's the journal card, and this is made with you can probably see the numbers right there with a flash card. Put an eyelet there and some sari silk ribbon for a little bow. And then it's kind of loose. I didn't glue that bow together, so I mean, if you want to use that someplace else, you could. And then inside here, I just put a coffee dye card, index card with some lace. Am I in the frame? With some lace. There we go. I'm even standing up doing this so I can watch myself, and somehow I scooch around. Okay, get in there. It does go in easier than what I'm showing you, but so it does go in far, but I wanted to pull it out a little bit just to have that lace popping out. I thought that was adorable. This is one of my coffee dyed envelopes, and I liked the way the coffee dye showed up and the way it folded over because it was opened up. So what I did is I glued the back of the envelope down so that it created a pocket. And then I just took these two little, it's backwards. The envelope, I actually flipped everything backwards. So I wanted this to be a belly band, like, I guess it kind of looks like an hourglass. But I wanted to make sure it was attached right here. So I took this piece all the way down and attached it there and put some lace there. And then I just put some stationery back behind here. And then I just popped that in there so you can kind of see the paper out of the other sides. It was just something different. I thought it looked kind of fun. I really liked it. And then I just have that. That's from a digi kit. I printed it on it looks like cream colored cardstock, some of my coffee dye paper. This is more of a paper pad. This is just some stamping, and I used the Carabelle Studio texture plates with some ink. That was pretty fun. Here's some of my avocado dyed paper. Avocado dyed? No, it is not. This is coffee dyed, but it must have been a pinkish colored scrapbooking paper. Isn't that pretty though? So pretty. I did an edge cut on there, and then this paper I folded a little bit differently to create a pocket on the one side, and I don't know why, but this is the Book of Belly Bands. I love belly bands. So here's some more lace, and I just barely glued it right there and right there. So honestly, if you wanted to take that off, you have a piece of lace that you can use someplace else. Here's a piece of that scrapbooking paper. I just tore and inked around the edges just to put a little something in there. And then there's that little piece that you can use anywhere you want. On the other side, this is that pocket I was talking about. And I used some of that paper that I tore from the part that went in that envelope. I used it right there, and I wanted to do that because it just gives this edge a little bit more structure. This paper is not that thick, and after doing all those techniques to it with the avocado dyeing is what I did on that one, then it kind of, you know, I don't know, makes it a little bit more looser, I guess. So here's a couple more pieces of the paper. I just popped that in there. You can journal on it or use it to collage or whatever you want. This is the scrapbooking paper. I stamped on the other side of it. It was just white, so I did some stamping on it, and then I sewed all the way around it some tracing paper that I also put a little ink on before I did that to age it up a little bit. This is Mod Podge tissue paper on top of old kids construction paper, and so I did that and put some of the tissue paper on there to bring it all the way through to the middle of the book. And then I just created this little pocket right here with some scrapbooking paper. I did some more Mod Podge down here with some of the front tissue paper right here. Just put it right here, and then just did some paper collaging on that. And inside the pockets, there's a glittery butterfly tag. There's this little tag was the offcut too. Oh my gosh. Really, really utilized that envelope. If I can't find it now, can I? I think, yeah, right there. So there was a piece of this still, because this was a 12 by 12 sheet. And so I just made these little tags to go in here, just to bring that also full circle. And then I have some of these little words that I tucked in, and those are from a DigiKit. And I think this paper right here might be from Stampin' Up. And then the same exact thing on this side. This one, oh my gosh, everybody, look what I did. I didn't tie a bow. I put a couple little charms on there. So there's a heart, and then there's a little fluff. A little tiny fluff. And then the back. So it's like totally prepared for you just to decorate or do whatever you want, but I love the filling up. And then there's the other side of that with the tissue paper, scrapbooking paper. This side, this pocket, I put the coffee dyed edge on there on this one, and then I just tucked a piece of this in here. And this is a color that I used for that deep burgundy or maroon or whatever color it's called nowadays. I just was trying to pull that color through the journal as well. Same thing here with the belly band with that lace, just glued at the top and the bottom. Some more paper that I inked around the edge and tore, another strip of fun, and some more of this, and I edge punched both of those. Same thing with the stamping with the texture plates. Scrapbooking paper, coffee dyed paper. Well, there's a lot of room for journaling in here. And then the same thing on this one, I did the same exact thing. I put one of those cards in here that this is from an Etsy kit. It's a digital kit, I don't know. So, and then this is actually a journal. The pages are like this big, and it's a cool journal that I got at that I picked up at an estate sale. I really like it. And then here is, on this side is a cute, I made this little pocket from a time card. I used time card, did some collaging on it, did some inking on it. This is scrapbooking paper right there. This is the offcut of something else that's in the journal. When I get to it, I'll show you. And it's a nice big piece. So I just cut the edges, or punched the edges, and then just left it. I think it's beautiful. So I just put that in there. And Here's one of my stamps on some paper. I just punched that out, or yeah, cut it. I cut it and then corner rounded it. And then inside here is this. Maybe this is, maybe no. This might be the, I don't know. It was something like this though. No, it's not this one. They're two different. This one's thinner. So this is one of my copy die, and then I put some lace on here. I did sew it across the top right there, and then I also added a tiny bit of glue. So this one just goes right inside there. This just flips open. Now, I love that copy die paper. Some more linen paper, more copy die paper. This is the white on the other side of my background from the jelly plate printing. The other side of that stationery, copy die, avocado die. And then this right here is something different that I haven't done before. So I put a piece, there's this paper that's in the front of the book, in the pocket. This piece right here. It used to be bigger. So, but I like this size because I can tuck them in these pockets. So I just broke it in half, or ripped it in half. And I tucked this one down in here. And then this right here, I just put a little stamped saying on some paper, and then put it on a little piece of cardstock and made a little tuck. And then here's a little card from one of my kits that I bought off of Etsy. And there's one of my stamps, and I stamped it, and then I punched it out, and then I glued it on there. And then this card right here is collaged with vintage wallpaper and some scrapbooking paper from Stampin' Up. And then you just turn that little thing that way, and then this will open. And inside here, I just put crumbs. I just put this piece of, this is just from a kit, and I just thought it was pretty. There's nothing else like it in the book, but I thought the colors were fine. It was just kind of a little bright spot, you know. And then a little fun card, and then a notebook right here. And for the first time, I didn't cover up my little tiny staples, so, and that just closes up on there. And then when you turn that page, this side has a, oh my gosh, a belly band. But on the back side of this, I did have to cover up that brad. I don't like those things. They drive me crazy. So I did put a little ruffle right there. So I thought that was cute. So when you open up this one, this is an envelope, and this has the other, because I used two pieces of this paper. I used one in the front pocket and one in the back pocket. So you still get both of your pieces here. So this envelope is just an inked up envelope. I did not copy die it. I just put an image here that I bought from an Etsy store. This saying is from an Etsy artist, and I just put that there. I thought that was cute. And then this is actually a belly band behind the envelope. So I just put a piece of stationery, some craft colored stationery in there, and then this is an offcut to the paper that we're using inside here. So I just put that inside also, just for a little extra color to pop that out. There you go. There's some more of that paper, which is a DigiKit. Some of my pretty linen papers. And then this pocket's the same thing. It's got those strips from the offcuts from the paper. A collaged journal card that I made many moons ago. And I did, oh, and there's stitching all around those as well. The other one, don't know if I pointed that out. Here's another one of my stamped images on some really thin paper. Another Rita flip with a cute saying, you are amazing, with some lace behind it. And then journal space there. We have more of the scrapbooking paper with that edge of another page on there. I really like how that looks. And copy die paper, paper doily, and then, oh, here's the rest of that one card I was talking about. So another belly band here, and this image is from a DigiKit. I used a book page, and then I just backed it with something to journal on. It is sewed all the way around. And that one little card that I made that has the cute little corners punched out, it was the bottom part of this. So I just put that there, and this down here, like so. And I think, yep, that's it. And then here's, well, that's it for the pages. And then here's the back, and I did sign it. I did that already. The back on the page here is, we have this little envelope. So it's the same exact thing as the front, these 3 pieces. And then I also made a little cluster with a little clock on there. And I didn't attach it anywhere because I figured you can do that. You can attach it wherever you want. You can do what you want with it. Just put some glue on it or whatever. Here's a little envelope, and then I put some fun little things inside here to play with. Some little tabs, those little whale tail thingies, and just some cute little things that go with it. And then I'm going to attach this back onto here, I think. Oh my gosh, my finger does not want to work. And then I just use a paper clip on the back here. That's it. Super simple. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I'm going to beat the time up. There we go. All right, there we go. That is the journal. So this is the next giveaway. And you can enter this giveaway all the way through Wednesday, June 28th, where I will be doing the drawing in the evening of June 28th, Pacific time. I'm not really sure. I always try to do them around 6 o'clock, 6:30. Just really depends on what's happening that day. I can't foretell the future, so something may come up, and then I have to get it loaded. So, but once I do it, I grab the comments, and so once I grab the link for the comments, it's pretty much done. So to enter the drawing, you must be just be a public subscriber so that I can see what's going on. Leave a comment on this video. The comment, I'm going to use a random comment picker. So make sure you leave a comment, make sure you like the video, do a thumbs up, and be subscribed to my channel. And then we will do the drawing June 28th. And from there, on that video, I will let the winner know how to get in contact with me to get their journal. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for subscribing, liking, commenting, and thanks for everything. Anyways, I hope you like this. Let me know if you have any questions about the giveaway, and I'll be sure to answer them. Hope you have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.